Howdy folks, Nathan here with a 2023 Infiniti QX50 Sport. It sits exactly in the middle of the QX50 lineup. And normally I save the pricing for the end of a video, but this time I'm going to give it to you right now because it's basically $53,000. Now, this might be the car you never knew you wanted, or it might be a car that represents why Infiniti might be losing their mojo. So it really depends on which way you look at it. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the vehicle. I'm going to take you for a little ride. I want to show you one of its biggest benefits, which is, of course, its powertrain. Well, that being the engine, actually. And then perhaps at the exact same time, one of its issues. And on top of that, we're going to talk about all of its competitors. Right, now as we're going to be leaving this area, I wanted to show you a couple things. First of all, gear lever. Some of you guys may not like this. I hate having a separate park button, I just do. And you have to make sure you thumb the side over here in order to put it into gear. But because it's a CVT, really there's only a couple gears to worry about, and it's going one direction or the other. And then you have this, D mode. Now, for those of you who were born in the 70s and even the 80s, it's not Depeche mode. This is actually your driver's mode. And then up here it shows you standard, eco, and then personal. Okay, so you can kind of do your own types of settings for the personal mode. Sport, it's pretty obvious what it does. Makes the accelerator a little bit more responsive and makes things louder. Standard is, yeah, and then eco. I wanted to point out a couple things. First of all, the 20-inch wheels look beautiful. The run flat tires, despite the fact that they are stiff normally, don't really affect the ride too much. I'm on a dirt road right now, and okay, it's going to make a little bit of noise, but it's not too bad. I've been on this road in other competing vehicles, and they've blown molars out of the sides of my cheeks. Its ability to soak up bumps, it's not bad. The seats are stupid comfortable. They're just, it's the zero G foam. I'm sure you guys have heard of that, and zero gravity phone. Zero gravity or zero G? I'm going to say it's both. So you're welcome, Nissan. I'm just giving you another term to use. But there's this limiting factor, and I think the easiest thing for you guys to do is actually hear what that factor is. And what I'll do is I'll make that happen at the same time as I do the 0 to 60 run, because I'm magic. Ready? I'm not going to rev it. Just going to go. Here we go. Give it a sec. Okay, now I know it seems like a lot. It's almost 9 seconds, 8.7. But remember, this car's full. It's got gear and it's got two people in it. And I've gotten that much closer to 7 seconds in the past. But did you hear it? Listen again. I'm hoping my mic will pick this up. Okay, just so. Écoute. Here we go. I'm going to start accelerating. There's blenders and Cuisinarts that sound better. It has to be the weakest link on this vehicle. This is a very interesting powertrain. Do you see how it says VC Turbo? It's not very cute. It's not very cunning. It's variable compression, and it's a turbocharged engine. This is a 2-liter. And it puts out 268 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Now, why is this engine so impressive? Well, under here, buried deep in the engine, it is capable of basically having two different personalities. It can do two different forms of compression, really going from 14:1 compression, which is great for efficiency, all the way to 8:1, and that is great for power. And it can adjust that almost instantaneously. It's really cool. I mean, it really is. Nissan perfected this engine and really blew a lot of people away with what it can actually do. So it's powerful. I mean, it really does produce a lot of power, and it's quick. and at the same time, it's pretty damn efficient. 25 mpg combined, that's 22 city and 28 highway. Now, I have driven this vehicle before, and I've also driven its less powerful cousin, the Nissan Rogue, which has a very similar engine and just not as powerful. And it was really efficient, surprising the hell out of me. And at the same time, when I put my foot into it, it moved. I really like Infiniti exterior design. A lot of their vehicles I think are shapely and attractive, and that goes for this one as well. But I love these lines. I love the way they bring up the belt line up and over to kind of make this rear fender more pronounced. And I like the rear end as well. I think it's a very pretty car. There's more good news in the back, and that is it's actually a lot of cargo space. Overall, if you look deep inside, you're going to see 31.1 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row. That's actually really good. And then if you put the seats down, that's 65.1 cubic feet of cargo space. And by hitting these actuators, blah, blam, that will go all the way down if there wasn't stuff in the way. But look down here. What? No spare tire? Yeah. Run flats. It's on run flats. So that's either good or bad, depending on your definition of what's logical. Hello. Wow, what a fine place this is. I really like when Infiniti's done with their interiors. Beautifully designed, I think. I love this red swoop. Look at this, it goes up and then swooshy right over here. I like this a lot. The actual materials they use, beautiful. Nice leather, wonderful steering wheel, and the seats are about as comfortable as they get. These dual screens, not everybody's gonna like them. It's kind of old tech. You can get one screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, to do one thing, and then the other one can have your navigation going separately. You can flip that around as well. I do like the fact that these are actual hard buttons here. Yes, thank you. Hello. Gonna hop in. 6'1" and chunky. And yet, I have headroom, but it gets better because let's say I don't have a lot of headroom, like I'm Roman with lots of hair, lean the seat back and chill. That's right, multi-position rake. Yeah, I like that. Also, USB power on USB-C as well. Not a lot of other stuff going on here. There are, of course, the more important amenities. Put a cell phone in here and cups here. No surprise there, but overall, back comfort in a vehicle this size is quite good. There are a bunch of vehicles that this competes against. And sorry, I said the whoa part because somebody was coming into my lane. All right, so starting over with Acura, the RDX, one of my favorite vehicles in the class. It is sporty for the price. You can get the A-Spec for the price of this, a well-equipped A-Spec. And that is just a fabulous vehicle. BMW X3. You can get the Audi Q5. You can get the Cadillac XT5, which actually is pretty damn good. All of these vehicles are competitive in terms of power. Speaking of competitive, what about the Lexus NX? That's right there against this vehicle. The one thing about this car that's so impressive is its engine. It makes it very competitive with those, but almost everything I've mentioned has alternatives or will have alternatives. Everything from plug-in hybrids, regular hybrids, to different sized powertrains or powertrains that have different types of output. Unfortunately for this vehicle, really, it's that exhaust note mixed in with a continuously variable transmission that it's the downside, but its MPG mixed in with its overall performance is excellent. Is the QX50 worth it? Is it competitive with them? I say it is, provided you do not mind the feel and sound of the powertrain, because everything else is really damn good, especially this model, because it's the mid-level. Because at $53,000, it is very competitive. But at the same time, there are those issues. Something to think about. And it really is quick for the fast lane car. And TFL Now, TFL Classics, TFL Truck, TFL Offspring. No, that's music I'm going to be listening to later. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.